everybody. Welcome back to Paramystic Podcast. I'm your host, Christina Bloom, and we have a little bit of an unusual show. First of all, it's going to be shorter than usual. But second of all, our guest is on the road. So let's get this started. Bring up Matt. All right, he's coming. He'll be here shortly. There he is. Hi, Matt. Let's see. Are you You're still muted. There you go.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I love all these broadcasts.
I cannot hear you for some reason. I don't know why. I heard the lovely intro and I heard the music, but when you started talking, all the sound went away. And I'm just trying to figure out, is that on my end?
Gwen, can you hear me? So I'm just looking for
technology.
Gwen to answer me here. Yes.
I can hear both of you.
If I unplug this.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that, everyone. We're just trying to get it all together here.
It's always interesting.
Yeah, it sure is.
Can both of you hear me?
Yes.
Matt, can you hear me?
I cannot hear a gosh darn thing. I don't know if you could hear me.
Yes, we can.
But I have I unplugged my phone now from the car, but I can't hear anything. What the heck's going on here?
I don't know. You could hear.
Let me try to. Can I try to come back in? I'm sorry.
Yes. Tell him yes. Shake your head yes.
Let me try to come back in. I'm so sorry.
Yes.
This happens quite a bit
it does.
for some reason, and I have found out that a lot of iPhones do not love us. So I don't know if that's what he has or not, but
I actually don't know what kind of phone he has.
Yeah.
But anyway, so my dear friend Matt is attempting to join us, and he's on his way to the airport to go to the beautiful upstate New York in the North Country, where I would love to be. But I'm also in a beautiful location, so I'm good. How are you doing, Gwen? We haven't chatted in a while. What's up?
I tell you, I found out yesterday that I'm getting my shoulder fixed, so
Okay.
I'm trying to accept that, and I'm ready. But I'm how that. It's real now. It's coming. I have a date. So that's
oh boy.
different. Yeah, it's a little different.
Yeah.
But it's all going to be good. And I know Christina asked me, do I need to come? And I'm like, no, I'm good, but I appreciate it. Just be there when I need somebody's shoulder.
Oh yeah, I'll be here. Hi, Al. Good morning.
Hey, Al.
Good to see you. So we're going to be talking about Reiki and some of the other stuff that Matt has going on. If he's able to join us. We were fine before, but technology. So
well, he is in the road, so we're
it could be one or the other. But hey, you know what? We can do this. Hey, Matt.
Okay. Can you hear us?
I can hear you now. Oh, I'm so sorry about that.
Do you have an iPhone?
I do have an iPhone, and it's so weird because I was hearing you guys perfectly, and I heard the intro, and then as soon as Christina started speaking, it was just muted.
Wow.
Yeah, we've been having a little glitch with some. Do you have like the new iPhone? I hate being nosy, but
I do have the new one. Yeah.
A lot of people with the new ones we're having a little issue with. So that's it. But I'm letting you guys talk because I know time is limited. So I'm gonna drop back if you need me. I'm back here.
All right. Thanks, Gwen.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Gwen. And I know that. Yeah, keep your eyes on the road.
Thanks
you don't
again
have to
for
look
having
at
me on, Christina.
You're welcome.
Dear, I can't hear you now.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
Oh man.
Hi, Kimmy.
I can't hear
Hi,
a word
Al.
you're saying.
All righty.
Okay, Matt, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you. I can't hear Christina.
Okay, I tell you what I'm gonna do. If you can pop back out 1 second and then pop back in, I'm just gonna stay up and be muted because I think that's the problem when somebody drops in or out. Right now, I'll just stay muted. If you can pop out and pop back in.
Okay. All right.
I'm so sorry about this.
Okay.
Such is the age of the new show, right?
I know. You know what? In ways, it's really great now, but yeah. There are internet problems. They are. And like I said, I don't know why the iPhone is acting up with us. Okay, we're gonna try it one more time. Here we go.
All right, let's try it again.
All right. Can you hear Christina?
Hi, Matt. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yes. This is
Okay.
a weird seance.
It's just technology, you know. It's just it's hard to get it to play ball these days. The more advanced technology becomes, the worse it seems to get when you want it to cooperate, right?
Right, that's for sure. So, let's just jump into it. Tell us about your Reiki because I mean, I'm a Reiki master as well, and I know how I do it. How do you do it? Because I think we all do it a little differently.
So whenever I call upon Reiki, I usually place my hands together in like that prayer, or in Reiki, the Gasho position, where you're just bringing your hands together in prayer, and I just set the intention to channel. But I've been doing it for so long now that oftentimes, like, I could feel the Reiki start to flow before I do that. Sometimes it flows when I need it, when I don't consciously know I need it, or I'm not consciously trying to bring it about.
Right.
But Reiki is something that, for someone who's never experienced it, it's just that pure, unconditional love from our Creator, from our source, the universe, and it's this very abundant, soul nourishing, connective energy that really flows through like everything we could see and that we can't see, and it connects everything in the universe together. And I love likening it to the Force, like in Star Wars. You know, it's like, oh, it binds the galaxy together. It's that, you know, it's present in all living things, everything you can see, feel, and touch, and that's what Reiki really is. And the truth is, or my truth is, that Reiki is flowing through everybody, even if you're a Reiki practitioner or not. Everybody has that divine spark. Everyone has that unconditional love flowing through them. And when you
I
get
agree.
attuned to Reiki, you're really just kind of like aligning the channels. You're opening yourself up in a way to channel this energy to take on like a different sort of role that we agree to when we become Reiki practitioners, you know, for the collective, for the greater good, to heal ourselves, and to just be like a steward to humanity and to this world, to kind of help, you know, raise the vibration. So for me, when I'm channeling Reiki, like, I feel it just like it floods in through the top of my head. That's where I usually feel it. It's kind of like stepping into a beautiful warm shower. And I, you know, it's a very intelligent, guided force that I just let flow wherever I need to. And the great thing about Reiki is it needs very little conscious direction on where it needs to go. And because it's intuitive and intelligent and it's outside of time and space, it already knows where it needs to go.
Right.
So I love
Right.
it. I love talking about it.
Good, good. Yeah, we have a couple of Reiki people who have popped in here, and Becky Joe, who's going to be on my show next month, completely agrees with you. She's also a Reiki master, and Lee wants you to know that she likes your Star Wars reference. So,
Oh, thank you.
so in fact, she said Star Wars reference, like this guy. So.
I'm a big nerd, yeah, when it comes to Star Wars and you know, video games and all that type of stuff. So
Yeah.
I like to
Blaine
bring in
is a
those
Reiki
references.
master too. I didn't know that. Wow. There's a lot of us, which is good because the world needs a lot of us. You know,
Absolutely.
like, I love how you said that it flows through everybody. It's just a matter of your awareness, you know, and becoming attuned tunes in your awareness more. And I have been following you on Instagram. First of all, I actually know him. We've actually met in person, and the first time I met him, he was dressed as a pirate in a cosplay, so that was fun. Um, he made an awesome pirate. That's all I got to say.
Thank
But
you.
it was a fun day at a fairy festival, and people were showing up in costume, and it was really nice. But I wanted to talk to you about Lantern Fox, and that is a school that you're starting, yes?
Yeah, it's a school slash healing temple, community, sacred space for spiritual seekers on all walks of life and levels of the path.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
I know. I love your logo, by the way. It's a beautiful logo. Did you create
Thank
that?
you. Yeah, I did.
Awesome.
Just trying to figure out like a simplistic logo of a lantern fox, and I I came upon this lantern fox imagery, and to me, like the symbol of the lantern fox is someone who walks through the forests of life, curious, inquisitive, but also able to see themselves and the people around them clearly. And that's the symbol of the lantern. Is the lantern is your inner light. That's your inner spark of the divine. That's the unconditional love that everyone carries with them from their creator. And when you're holding that lantern up through the lens of that love, you're able to see yourself clearly, right? You're able to see past the layers of the ego self. Mm-hmm. You're able to kind of get out of your head and just step into pure being, just pure loving awareness. And that's what the lantern symbolizes. So in my school, what I teach is that to be a lantern fox just means that you are walking and speaking and acting from a place of this unconditional love so that you can see other people clearly, meaning that you can see past their hangups, their baggage, their trauma, their ego, and see the soul within, where divine meets divine. You can see them for who they really are, and just know that they're experiencing the world through a unique and beautiful perspective. And it's okay if they're not on the same level as you, or maybe they hurt you, or maybe they're acting out, or maybe they're a little bit different or more weird than you are, but it's just like that beautiful divinity expressing itself through this unique perspective that is this person. And you can see your path ahead of you clearly. It's just great imagery. So I'm at risk of going off the rails here, but I love the symbolism of the lantern fox.
You wouldn't be the first to go off the rails. I do it on a regular basis. I love that. Right, I love that. I wanted you to explain that. I felt like that's what it was, but I wanted you to explain that for the audience, because that's pretty amazing to be able to envision it that way is really amazing. I love it. I love the imagery. And I'm in a forest right now, and I have a lantern. I could walk outside if it was dark out and still find my way. But I also know that inner light is really what the lantern is. And I think that's an absolutely beautiful thing. So yeah. I know you're driving. It's hard to.
And I apologize, no, just for all the folks at home. I'm on my way to the airport right now, but I'm so thrilled to be here and just talk about this stuff, because I love it, and there are times in our lives where our lanterns get a little dim, right? We kind of get lost in the woods, and we kind of forget who we really are, and we kind of get stuck maybe in like a patch of brambles, and we kind of forget what it's all for. We kind of forget that we're in this big play, this big drama, this theatrical production called life, and that none of it is really that serious. The day-to-day things, like the bills, the appointments, like none of it is so serious that we need to stress about it. We need to lose our head over. And just coming back to that lantern and raising up that lantern means just remembering who we are at our core. It means coming back home to ourselves and remembering that inner light and shining it. And it also allows other people to find us along the journey. That's how we found each other.
Right.
And
right.
just by shining our light, being authentic. So yeah, it's a beautiful online community. It's still very new, still very much in the works, but it's definitely growing. And I use it as a place to host like weekly Zoom calls on the platform. And, we talk about all sorts of wonderful things. I love leading guided meditations and doing group Reiki, and also teachings. And my teachings draw heavily on the work of Don Miguel Ruiz Jr. Love that guy. Eckhart Tolle, Baba Ram Dass. And I talk a lot about presence and mindfulness, because I believe that presence and just bringing all your loving awareness into this moment, the only moment that ever matters, is really the spiritual gateway for all the other types of work that we're going to do, whether it be working with energy healing, mediumship, Reiki, even just having, just like a really deep conversation with another person. You got to meet them in the present moment. And that's really the gateway. So I spend a lot of my time talking and teaching about that. Yeah.
That's wonderful. And for those of you who don't know Matt, he really is as zen as he appears. Like, he is one of the most zen people I have ever met. Like, you are such a calming presence. Just being in your presence is calming, and I so much
I
appreciate
appreciate
that.
that. I appreciate that. I am that way right now, but I will tell you guys that I have my seasons and I've got my moments, and I go through, I've got a background, and really what brought me onto this path of Reiki is dealing with anxiety and addiction, alcoholism, just severe depression. I was diagnosed with major depressive disorder, general anxiety, and I've dealt with that for many years. So for me, finding Reiki and really like just coming back home to myself was so important. But we all get lost in it. It's very hard to be Zen all the time.
Right. Well, I get that. Believe me, I get it. We all have
But
a
I appreciate
story.
you saying that. I appreciate you saying
Yeah,
that. We got to keep it real.
absolutely. A lot of us in this realm who are healers have gone through some pretty major stuff. And that's how we got to where we are. And I appreciate you sharing that part of your story because I know for me, it's when people first meet us, they only see us in the present, right? They don't know our history, they don't know our past. But the fact that they can't see our past means that we've done the work, right? Because we're not still living there. We've done the inner work. And
Very
I
true.
think it's a beautiful thing, when we can just be who we are and be that presence for someone else who may be having struggles that we once had, you know? Um,
Absolutely. Yeah. And I think that's what makes us well suited for these roles that we chose to take on in this life, because having gone through some of the darkest moments, and gone through extreme loneliness, depression, addiction, grief, fear, anxiety, it puts us in a really great position to meet people where they are at when they're going through the same thing. Because, when I'm working with a client, it affords me a deeper understanding and a deeper point of connection, because I'm like, okay, I've been there. I know what you're going through, and I can meet you there in that place. And especially for people that I talk to, whenever I have a live stream or make a video, I can be like, guys, I've been there, and it's I know what it's like, and I know what it's like to come out the other side.
and that is amazing. That is the energy that keeps so many people moving forward. When other people know that they can reach out and find someone like you who has been through it and who can relate to them where they are, that just gives them more confidence, I guess, maybe is the word I'm looking for in moving forward, more trust that it's going
Yeah,
to be okay. And I just really appreciate that. I love your energy and I love the way that you are willing to just flow with, okay, well, we made this plan, but your plans changed. So now we're going to adapt. And I just love that you are willing to adapt. Adaptability is a great thing. So
that's right. It's one of our best
yeah.
survival skills in life, because the only constant we ever have is change.
Yes.
Nothing lasts forever, and plans change, and the universe loves to laugh at our plans, right?
Right. Yeah. I remember long ago someone telling me, how do you make God laugh? Make a plan.
Yeah, very accurate.
Yeah, absolutely. So speaking of plans, you are moving forward with the Lantern Fox, and you are moving forward with some other things too. I imagine you were talking about maybe relocating, and big major life changes like that can really sometimes shake up our world. And I remember when
Absolutely.
you moved down there, so
Yeah, yeah. I've definitely lived all over the place. I was in the Air Force for 8 years as well. So since a young age, about 18, I've been used to just moving around and kind of like not settling in one place for too long. So I'm eager to plant down some roots and, become a steward of the land.
awesome. Awesome. I can't
Yeah.
wait. because as you know, my goal is to get to that area too, to live in that area. So um, I love it. I love it. Putting down roots. That is something that has always scared me, honestly. I'd rather be on the go than put down roots.
That's true, yeah. So for a long time, I was like, well, what if I plant down roots and it's not the right thing for me? Or what if I do this and I decide I'm really meant for this? And I've always had a lot of uncertainty, but where I've finally decided to settle, I have not found another place in all my travels that has felt more like home,
Yeah.
on this earth. And such a beautiful location with some of the best people I've ever met. So
I couldn't agree more. You have a couple of other Air Force vets in the chat that are like, "Yay, go blue."
really,
Yeah.
oh, that's wonderful. I mean, you wouldn't tell by
Yeah.
looking at me now that I was in the Air Force. I was like almost like a lifetime ago. But yeah, that was a fun time.
Cool. Yeah. Blaine and Lee have both been in the Air Force. So they
Thank you for your service, guys.
yeah, they chimed in. Um, so I was going to say something and it just completely flew out of my brain. So give me a second here and
That's quite all right.
it'll
Yeah, the
come
Air
back
Force
up
was a
again.
wild time. It's funny because if you took me from being in the Air Force and I was, in my 20s, you take me now, and it's so crazy, like, because I've grown out of so many old habits and patterns and like versions of me, and like that version of me that was in the Air Force, I was, I was probably like my most miserable, if you want to, be real. And that's when I was like going through like alcoholism and abusing, prescription medication, and not trying to take it like down a dark road, but I was like a completely unrecognizable person from where I am now. And like, I just have to be grateful for every step of the journey, because it taught me so much about myself and who I wanted to be, what I needed. And it's funny because the truth was, and the truth has always been, that I never needed anything outside of myself to feel loved, to be okay, to be at peace, to be happy. And it's so crazy because for so many of us, we spend our lives just looking for happiness, or looking for something that's going to make us happy, looking for someone who's going to love us or bring us that peace, when really it's all inside us the whole time. It's like, what?
Right.
That's always been the formula.
Yeah.
And then learning that was just incredible. That's another thing that Reiki helped me, a truth that Reiki helped me arrive at. So
Yeah, I have to agree that we all have that love inside of us. And it's people say I have to learn to love myself, and I'm like, maybe you have to unlearn to not love yourself. Because we are all taught, we come into this world loving ourselves, knowing that we can get our needs met, knowing that we can survive regardless of some of the childhood traumas that a lot of people have gone through. The day we're born into this world, we already love ourselves, and then we learn not to. And I feel like, I feel like it's more, whatever the tool is that gets us there, unlearning that, where we get down to the love that was already there. And I feel like for me, that's more of a truth, but that may not be for everybody.
I resonate with that very much. From a young age, we're kind of conditioned and programmed. And conditional love is something that is kind of like written into our society, where it's like, I will love you if you meet my expectations. Yes. And you don't veer outside of those expectations, then I will give you my love, and vice versa. And it's kind of taught to us from our parents, our elders, and it's like, finish your food, or I'm not going to be happy with you, you're not going to get my love, or get good grades in school, do this, or I'm not going to be happy with you, you're not going to get my love. And then we kind of like pass that on to our kids sometimes, or we bring that into our relationships when we're young. And it's definitely, like you said, it's a lot of unlearning that we have to do, because we're not really taught to love without conditions in our society. It's a really tough thing, especially to still be able to love those who have hurt us, or especially for those of us who have traumatic upbringings, with like abusive parents. It can be very difficult to forgive and to still hold those people in a gaze of unconditional love and be like, okay, they were doing the best they could with the tools they had at the time, and yeah, they may have messed me up in those formative years, but they did the best they could, and I could still love them for where they were at. It's a very tough thing, but it's all part of the healing process.
I have to say, for me, I came to that conclusion with my parents, or to that peace with my parents, when I realized that they were just hurt children who didn't know any better.
Right.
They were just hurt children. And once I could see that, as an adult, you have a different perspective than you do as a child. But that made it so much easier for me to just say, okay, I can love you unconditionally. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to spend time with you, because some people are better loved from a distance, and that's okay too.
True. Yeah. You can still unconditionally love somebody. That doesn't mean that you have to agree with their beliefs. That doesn't mean you have to become a doormat for them. You can still have those healthy boundaries. And, that is one of the toughest things in our existence, is can you feel love for some of the worst, what we would call some of the worst aspects of humanity, and just understand that they're having a human experience, and they believe that they're doing the best they can with their tools, and they believe they're right. Can you still love them, without judgment? That's really tough.
It is tough.
It's a really tough exercise, and it's definitely worth meditating on, because it'll definitely stretch your mind and your heart a little bit.
It sure will. It certainly will. I know you're getting close to the airport here. Do you want to tell people where they can find you to make an appointment, or to check in with you, or follow you, or however that works? I know Instagram, because I follow you on Instagram.
Yeah. The best way to reach out to me or get in touch with me is through Instagram. I have a business email there. I also have links to my community there, the Lantern Fox Healing Temple, as well as links where people can book a session with me if you'd like a one-on-one Reiki healing or an intuitive reading. I also do work with the Nordic runes, so that's a lot of fun. So I do readings with those as well. But yeah, Instagram's probably the best way. I'm also on YouTube at Spirit Pond Reiki, and as well as TikTok. I do the TikTok thing also. I think I'm on Facebook too. Yeah, I'm on Facebook, but there's a lot of, I don't know if you get that problem, but there's a lot of imitator accounts where people try to make an account of you and then try to scam people. So I always just caution people to make sure you know who you're talking to or engaging with before you reach out, and just do your diligence when you're engaging on social media, because it's a wild place out there.
It is. It's the new Wild West.
Truly.
Yeah. I want to thank you for your time, and we are going to bring you back when you can be more not driving.
Yeah, I would love to. I would love to.
Yeah, we'll bring you back and have a longer conversation, but I just really wanted to introduce you to my audience and vice versa, because you have so many wonderful things to share, and I look forward to hearing more about it.
Well, thank you so much, Christina. Thank you for having me on. I really appreciate you. Thank you to everyone out there listening and watching right now. I'm very grateful to meet you all. And yes, let us meet again under more favorable circumstances.
All right. You take care. Have a safe journey.
You too. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Hey, everybody. Thank you. That was Matt. And actually, his plans changed last minute, which is why this happened this way. But first of all, Lee, thank you. I love my Northwoodsy sweater. It's nice and cozy.
I missed the comments, guys. I'm so sorry.
But yeah, I wanted to bring Matt on because he is just such an amazing human being. And he will be coming back. Not really sure when, but he'll be coming back. I know he's going to have a move coming up soon and all of that. But I'm really looking forward to spending more time with him and with all of you. If you would like to make an appointment with me, you can make an appointment through my website, christinabloom.com, to have a reading or a past life regression or reading, Akashic Records, tarot, all of it. I can do it all online. And you can also find all of my shows and some of the shows that I've been on other people's shows on my YouTube channel, which is Paramystic Podcast. So, hi, Lorena. I didn't get to say hi because I didn't want to interrupt Matt in case his signal dropped. So I didn't get to say hi to everyone. So, hello. I
Your
appreciate
QR
that.
code is in the corner up there also.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, there's my QR code. Yay. Thanks, Gwen. Gwen's the best. I don't know what I ever did without Gwen. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling right now, but I am kind of on a spiritual sabbatical. So I'm going to cut out early too and go outside and enjoy this beautiful scenery that I'm in. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And next week, who do we have next week, Gwen? Because I forgot to look.
Oh, I don't even. I'm a little behind.
Let me see. I think I put it in my calendar. Hold on. Let's see.
We are not prepared to go short on this today, I tell you.
Right. Oh, Stephen Korsnick. Stephen Korsnick is next week.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we will be hearing from him, and he is a.
Thank you, Lee.
Yeah. Gwen is awesome. Yeah, what is he's a counselor of sorts. Yeah, he's a spiritual advisor, and he works with kids in central Wisconsin. So I just wanted to let you all know what's up for next week. And in the meantime, everyone have a great weekend. If you happen to be in the La Crosse, Wisconsin area this weekend, please stop in at the Omni Center and see me. And also, if you are looking for a relaxing, comfortable spiritual retreat that is not going to make you dig up all your old stuff, but I'll teach you how to, or maybe enhance how you already live in joy in the moment. That will be right here at Black's Cliff Resort in Hazelhurst, Wisconsin. It's a week time retreat. We usually do weekends, but this time we are going to be doing it Monday through Thursday, March 30th through April 2nd. And it's a small retreat, but we do have a couple of spots left. So if you're interested, shoot me a message on Facebook or Messenger. Yeah. And I'll be talking to y'all next week. Have a great week.